Alright guys, before we get on with today's vlog, I'm just going to do a little mail time. This is from Emax. I asked them to send me some motors for my training quad. These are Freestyle 2306 1700 kV. So even though they say Freestyle, I've been flying these a lot, so you know, obviously these are on the Buzz, and I've been flying these on my HD quad as well, because what they are is they're RS2 spec with 9mm bearings. You know, I'm pretty sure they're 9mm, they're bigger bearings. So I'm gonna throw these on my analog HD training quad, because you know these RS2 motors are like super old and blown out, and they're actually the wrong KV. I installed these and I realized that 3 of them were like 2550 and one of them was 1700, and I was like trying to tune it and it was horrible. Thank you Emax for these. I'm sure these are gonna fly great on the training quad. I'll probably get these installed today so I can start practicing in the backyard again. This is from Pyro. One of 3 orders for an upcoming project. Derek threw in some beanies and some shirts because it's getting cold. Thanks for that, dude. That's sick. Mamba system. So, oh, okay, these are the motors. So let's see. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm building a Mayday Quads Peanut. It's a 2.5-inch like toothpick frame. These are the props, HQ, durable, 2.5-inch. Make sure I don't want to cut into the wires. Oh my god, these things are tiny. So yeah, this is wow, 1103, and I went with 8500 kV, and I'm going to be running 2-cell. I know a lot of guys are running like 10,000 kV, but I usually err on the side of like, you know, like mellowness and efficiency. So let's see if we can see these. Super tiny compared to 2306. And then we've got the GNB batteries, 520 mAh. I know a lot of people running at like the 450s, but these are, I think GNB, you know, nothing against them, but I think they overrate their milliamp hours just to like have, you know, good weight specs. A lot of manufacturers do stuff like that. Ooh, haven't ordered a Foxeer camera in a while. This is the NACO Predator. Oh, and it comes pre-soldered. So yeah, this is the pad version. So you just have to trim the wires and you know, solder it up to your flight controller. So I'll probably take the adapter for this and throw it on my training quad just so I can set it up and try it before you know, the rest of the build gets here. And then we've got another battery. Let's see, I got 3 batteries because with, you know, with a Pyro Flip, if you order in quantities of like 3 or 6, you get a discount. Beanie. Thanks for that, guys. And they sent some shirts for me and Sorrel. Yeah, so I ordered 5 motors. Sorry if you guys wanted these motors because I ordered all 5 that they have in stock. Motors. Camera, I'm probably going to install this today, like I said, on my training quad. And so I'm still waiting for my frame. So the Peanut frame, and then I ordered the stack and receiver from Airblade because Airblade had the receivers that I wanted in stock. Unfortunately, they haven't shipped yet. I guess they're like they're just like a little bit slower. But yeah, guys, so that's mail time. peanut parts. And then later on, I'm going to be testing out the power options on the DJI system with a quote-unquote power limit hack. You know, the NACO Power 2 hack. So that's what we're going to be testing out in today's vlog. Maybe if I can get the timing right, because I'm planning on doing it at the school. That's mail time, and we're going to get to flying. Alright guys, so last night was kind of a bust. It's basically getting harder to get vlogs done because the sun goes down at like 5:30. But I planned on flying at my kids' school, which is like right over here, last night, but they have a book fair going on this week, so there's still people here even after dark. So I just kind of called it off. I'm going to try again today. I'm still in my neighborhood, and I'm going to try to fly around like our pool. There's some tennis courts and our clubhouse, and it's about a 500-foot distance because what we're doing, again, is we're testing the new 1,000 and 1,200 I think I'll probably just go straight to like 1,200 milliwatts. So it's kind of funny how this all played out. You know, these have been out for about 2 months, and we had power options for like 25 and 700 milliwatt. And I felt that 700 milliwatt has been plenty so far, you know, as far as what I'm used to doing with analog. And then DJI released a firmware update last week, which gave us 200 and 500 milliwatt options. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But then, and I'll link the RC groups thread, but then somebody posted an RC groups thread about how like, oh, hey, I unlocked more power options. And it's if you look at the thread, this person created the RC groups account that day. It was their only post, and they had exact instructions on how to unlock these higher power levels. So I think at this point, everybody knows that this is DJI discreetly releasing features on this system. And it just kind of makes you wonder, like, what else are they keeping from us? You know, like, what else are they going to unlock down the road? Like, what else are these freaking things capable of? It's funny. It's funny. It's cool for the consumers, for us, and it's probably scary for, you know, the other companies that are producing analog stuff. So anyway, we're gonna start with 700. I'm gonna see if I can make it around the tennis courts. Like, there's like no line of sight. You'll see when I start flying. It's the middle of the day, so hopefully there's not a lot of people out walking or you know, walking their dogs because it's cold. And I think I can see the tennis courts from here, but there's like trees and stuff in the way. I'll be surprised if I make it. If you don't know, chain link fence like wreaks havoc on RF. So if I can make it around the side of the tennis courts at 700, I'll be impressed. And then we'll just kind of see what happens. Okay, so we're at 500 milliwatt on Crossfire. Hopefully I'm not blowing out the mic. 700 on the goggles. Yeah, let's see what happens. You know, the beauty of flying HD is even if there are people out and about on the walking paths, I can see them. So let's see how it goes. So there's the pool, tennis courts, and we're doing pretty good on bit rate. So let's see, this is like, so I'm down in the parking lot down here. Okay, this might not be a good test because I'm not losing signal. Right now, I should be behind the clubhouse. Okay, we're dropping, we only dropped to 22. Maybe I should have put on the singularities. Okay, that was not as good of a test as I thought it was going to be. I really didn't expect that to go that well. Let me see if I can go a little further. It must be, it must be because I'm using the dual X airs. And, it just like punched through the clubhouse. Okay then. And I'm in auto focus mode, and I mean, it's not even really kicking in. I don't usually fly at 700 though, guys. And let's go a little further back maybe. I mean, I think I'm like 600 feet away. So yeah, behind the clubhouse, I'm dropping down to like 18. And it's funny, I would never ever try to do this with analog. Okay, so I mean, we're dropping to 18, so I guess it's I mean, I guess we can still make the comparison. $15, $14. Okay, so when I'm directly behind the clubhouse and I keep it low, we're dropping down. Okay, 11, 12. Okay, so that's a good comparison. Let's bring it back and pump it up. All right, this is a higher output than 700. Still getting some focus mode kick in. $17 megabits. So still dropping a little bit. $18. So yeah, it's an improvement. Can't believe I'm just like flying on the other side of the clubhouse. Can't remember if I put race. I think I put race rates on this thing. So yeah, we got down to about 11 megabits before, so yeah, it's an improvement. I mean, obviously. I could probably fly over to the next street if I was like dumb enough. It's crazy what you can do with HD. Alright, so yeah, saw an improvement of about 7 megabits or so. I think I was dropping down to, at 700 milliwatt, I was dropping down to about 11 megabits. 11, 12, and then cranking up the power, it only dropped down to, what, 17 or 18? I honestly thought this was going to be a little more difficult. So sorry about that, guys. It's not like a great test. It would have been better if I could have done the school, because the school is like 300 feet thick and it's just brick. But you know, I didn't want to run the risk of like having people or kids. I'm pretty sure from here I could like fly around the school too. It's funny because when I started flying, I flew around this area a lot, like behind the clubhouse with my ZMR. But you know, I would like walk back there with a chair and my bag and set up back there so I had signal. And even just like flying around the tennis court, it was like such a struggle. But I can park here in front of the clubhouse and just, I could probably, I mean, I probably made it, I probably should have put on the singularities just to make it more apparent how big of a difference it was. But there was an improvement, and maybe in the DVR, the focus mode will look a little better at the higher power setting. We bought into a system, and it just kind of seems like we're getting more for our money at this point. And who knows what's down the road? I mean, it's already an incredibly valuable system, but they just, you know, they keep adding value to it. I heard that Bardwell just released a video about using analog on the DJI goggle, so I'm gonna go home and start editing and check that out. And thanks for watching, guys. Until next week, hopefully.